It's the Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz. I'm so glad you're here with me. Every Thursday we are live 12 to 1 at KHTS 1220 a.m. If you're in Los Angeles, just go ahead and turn that on your dial. Remember we actually had dials? Oh my goodness. Push it in your button in your car. And then online at hometownstation.com streaming so you can listen to it anytime. And then on Facebook Live. Isn't it cool that we have Facebook Live now? Because you know what I love the most about it? I'm gonna log in right now while we're talking. Hi, Facebook Livers. Is that we can chit chat in the comment section, just like we're hanging out. Like, ask me anything. Ask our guest anything. We have great guests today on the Mom Show. Starting us off, we'll have author Abby Stern, who just put out her book last summer. It was like the hottest summer beach read for moms, according to a source. Juicy. It's as juicy as it sounds. It is a novel, but if you work in the industry like I do here, or if you just love like reality TV or flipping through your gossip magazines in line at the grocery store, then this book is for you. And we have Cathy Copcutt, who is the belairemommie. You know her kind of now as my mommy movie reviewer from the POV of a mom in Bel Air. She goes out to the most fabulous events, so I like to live vicariously through her life. And she sees all the hottest movies and trends and cool things before we do. So she's been seeing films for me, because goodness knows I'm not getting to the theater unless it's an animated kids flick, which we do review also, but this one is for the ladies. This one is Thor. Hello. She's going to tell us what she thought about it, and she got to talk to Cate Blanchett. So how jealous are we right now? Cate Blanchett is probably the most elegant, gorgeously talented, amazing actress. She's so fierce. And Cathy got to go ahead and hang out with Cate and ask her some questions about the movie. So we are going to show you, we're going to show you the video on Facebook, and we're also going to play the audio for you because she made one of these journalistic faux pas that you're always worried about doing, especially my years on Coast 103.5. I was constantly worried about doing this on the air live, especially in front of a celebrity. And with a big company like Disney watching you, Cathy totally did it with Cate Blanchett. So we'll play that for you coming up. And then lastly, I have some behind the scenes scoops for you for the LA Baby Show. That's this weekend, downtown LA at the Magic Box. I've, of course, been going because I've been working with the VIP Bloggers Lounge, making sure that they have great giveaway products from one of the companies that I'm an ambassador for. And I've worked their red carpet, interviewed some fantastic people, including Mayor Garcetti. The turnout there is just fantastic. If you haven't heard of it, you need to go. I might be able to get some tickets from Mia Weber, who's calling in from New York. She's flying in for the show this weekend, but she's behind the scenes putting it all together right now. And maybe I can shake her down for some tickets. Should I try? I should at least try, right? I should be like, throw some swag, Mia. She's going to fill us in on also some of the celebrities that are going to show up there that I didn't even know about. So she'll give us that backstage scoop. And one last thing that I have to rant about at the end of our show today. There is a Hollywood mom who has never, ever once sent out a Christmas card her entire life. She has kids. She has a husband. She could do the full-on family in front of the Christmas tree. I mean, she'd probably have a really fabulous Christmas card. Like, if I were, I would want to, it would be like a, because they're brag cards, people. It's like our Facebook account on paper. But she's never once done it. And I will reveal to you who it is and why I think I'm going to take a page out of her book coming up on the Mom Show here with Kristin Cruz on your hometown station. So holding on the line, we have Abby Stern, according to a source. Abby, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. What's with our crazy LA weather? This is not Los Angeles. What's going on?
I kind of missed the 100 degrees it was last week. I'm sitting with like a big furry jacket on.
Isn't that funny? But you know what? How often, because you're a fashionista and you know style, so like you understand it. We very rarely get to wear our boots and our sweaters, and we don't get to do the whole New York fashion thing out here because we're always dying of heat. So really,
Yeah.
it's kind of nice to reach for the wrap and the the shawl, the sweater. It's kind of fun.
It is, and we can still do open-toe heels and shoes because it's not snowing outside. So we kind of get the best of both worlds
Totally.
right now.
You can wear your cashmere sweater with your leggings and your flip-flops, and you are totally okay.
Yep.
That's a very LA outfit. Abby knows LA. Abby Stern has been scooping it for our celebrity dish and gossip behind the scenes for quite a while as a journalist working for publications like People magazine. And Abby took her work experience and flipped it into the most interesting, fun to read, popular, fantastic novel called According to a Source. It's your first novel, right, Abby?
It is.
Okay, so you do have a writing background, but this is it's a totally different beast to take on writing a book with all the authors that I have talked to about it. It is quite an undertaking. Congratulations, first of all, on this book.
Thank you.
Yes. And I think that for the moms that listen to the mom show, that I don't think they realize that something that you've done that they could probably do if they wanted to is realize the importance of what you've done in your work career and all that you have experienced and understand that that is kind of a great creative impetus for writing down stories that would entertain other people. Is that kind of how you came about making this book?
Yeah, well, I was freelancing, doing a lot of celebrity interviews, and I had a lot of friends that worked in various parts of the industry. And I thought, this is such a weird microcosm bubble that I live in that so many people don't, even people that live in Los Angeles, don't even really completely understand. And how can I take this and make it fun and make it entertaining and make it narrative and tell a really fun story? So it's not completely like inspired by my actual life. It was taking experiences that I had or friends had, a knowledge about the industry, and taking that and fictionalizing it. And it was so fun. But I do think you're completely right, because the thing that I think that separates writers and good writers from okay writers is their voice and their point of view, and no one else is going to have your point of view about situations that you have firsthand knowledge about.
Right.
And so I think that's a great way to jumpstart your creativity, just by knowing that you have something special that nobody else has because they don't have your perspective or your voice.
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking to a YouTuber not that long ago who, her name's Cookie Swirl C, but she actually has like 5 million subscribers, something crazy like that. And she said, if I had any advice for people just starting out, would be just do it, just post it, just put your video up. And I apply that to kind of everything. If you think you have a story to tell or you think you have an idea for it, you just have to do it. Because Abby, especially with this, as you said, and I love to read the thanks and the acknowledgments in your book. I always think that that's a fascinating, insight into the author. You thank some people for helping you sell Hollywood to Hollywood. And I think that's so true, that there are going to be naysayers. I'm sure there were people going, Abby, you can't write a book about Hollywood, in Hollywood or whatever. There are always people that are going to tell you no, but you just can't listen to them. You just have to do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I always think back to like people that passed on Grey's Anatomy at networks that weren't ABC, or people that passed on Mad Men. They become huge hits, and you just have to go with your gut, and you're going to get a lot of rejection. But if you believe in your story and what you're doing, then you just keep going, and you will find the people that believe in you and want to sell you and your work.
And can I ask you that your journey on this, on writing your first novel, According to a Source, did you have to get rejection letters? Did you have anyone say, no, we're going to pass? Or were you...
Oh my gosh, so many. I mean, from the process of finding the right agent, the right book agent, to the process of selling the book to a publisher, to trying to sell film television rights. I mean, you're going to get no's all the way. And, I got some flat out no's, and then some like, well, like there's really something here, but I'm not the right person for it. But then when you find the people that really respond to your material, my agent, I sent him like, I think the first 3 chapters, and he wrote back a few days later. I remember I got the email on a Sunday, and he wanted to read more, and then we set up a call, and then it was just go time. So you want to find those people that are really enthusiastic about what you're doing, because they're the ones that need to sell you.
I love that. In the book, in Abby's book, Ella Warren is your heroine in this, and she takes us into very familiar Hollywood haunts that that some of you may know, it's kind of like watching a Gary Marshall film when you see all of those local LA places. I felt like you
Oh
were.
my God, I love that. That's such a nice, lovely compliment. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes. It felt like home. And it was so fun when you read this book. And I hope you do pick it up. And we are going to give one away. This November's Mom's Night In includes this awesome book, which, yes, you should read in the bathtub because I did that. It was amazing. It was like the best
With
15
wine.
minutes. Oh my gosh. Yes. With wine. And my husband was watching sports. I could not care less. It was my little bubble of happiness. That's how I recommend you reading this book. But however you pick it up, definitely when you do, it is like we get to go along with Ella into this elite kind of very interesting underground Hollywood lifestyle. Tell us a little bit about where the book takes us.
So, as you mentioned, Ella Warren is the protagonist, and she works for the celebrity magazine and news website called The Life, and she kind of stakes out Hollywood's hottest nightclubs and restaurants to observe when celebrities come and what they're doing and who they're with and kind of all that nitty-gritty stuff that they don't really want you to see on the red carpet. And she loves her life. And then a new boss gets brought in, and this new boss brings down the hammer, and it also happens to be someone that Ella really likes and respects because she was the first editor-in-chief of this magazine that she works for that's meant so much to her. And the woman, Victoria Davis, the new boss, says, all right, for if you get a story that gets this many hits online, you get this many points. If you get a story that makes a cover of the magazine, you get this many points, X, Y, Z, and so on. And the person with the lowest amount of points at the end of every week or two is going to be cut until we only have 4 of you left.
It's like you get voted off the island, like you're out of a job. It's really it's high stress. And because you've been in this industry, right? Does that really happen? Like, do gossip columnists or paparazzi are they up against that kind of pressure?
I've never been on staff myself, and I don't think that they've ever necessarily implemented a point system, but I do know there is pressure to get things from sources or to get the scoop. And a lot of times magazines, it just happened with Us Weekly, it was sold to another company and they fired the entire LA office, like this stuff happens. And, I took it in one direction, but when that happened, I was like, oh, I guess my book isn't that far from the actual truth now.
Yeah. Maybe they read your book and they were like, great idea, Abby.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take credit to whoever wants to give it, or I'll take it wherever it comes.
Oh my gosh! Well, in the book, Ella actually, she has to step up and get these scoops and get these stories, and I think there's a fine line, and Hollywood reflects this, and you've heard about it probably before, like keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer, and you never know who your real friend is until you're in a crisis and things like that. I think all of those kinds of relationships play out in this book. The relationships are very interesting.
It's really, who are you? Who do you want to be and what choices are you going to make as well? And all of our actions have consequences, and, how do you want to live with those?
Okay, are there any... Because there have been great reviews. Pop Sugar, lots of other authors have just hailed it as this awesome book that you should pick up, which I absolutely agree with. In it, though, I couldn't pinpoint the who's. Like, I feel like there was like a reference that could have been Britney Spears, possibly. But were any of these based on real celebrities? Because I feel like some of them could be in my brain.
So I really wanted to make them archetypes and blind items, so that way people of all ages and generations could read this book and kind of plug in whoever was in their imagination. I've heard Britney Spears, I've heard Amanda Bynes, I've heard Selena Gomez, so that's the really fun part, is letting the reader kind of choose their own adventure and plug in whoever they wanted to. So there might have been an incident where a kernel of something might have happened, and then I took it and I made it into an archetype, and then I took the incident further for fun and for plot and dramatic sake.
Yeah. Ah, I love it. I would recommend you trying to read it. If you're going to pick it up with some girlfriends or gift it for Christmas. You guys can all read it together because it is a really fun book to chat about. It's kind of like you wish there was an after buzz, after the show talk about this book after you read it. And then all you girls would like be able to chit chat about it. That would be my recommend. That would be a really good idea, I think.
I love that.
Right? That would be so fun. Now, tell us, before we let you go, tell us about the cover of the book because I have to say that just walking around with the cover, people stopped me and went, oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the cover, I love it. It's really funny. So I'm sure other authors have explained this. One day you kind of get this email from your editor, your publisher, and they say, we love this. Here's the cover of your book. Tell us what you think.
Really?
And I sat and I looked at it and I was like, okay, there was a girl. She kind of had like emoji, motionless hair and like Marilyn Monroe cat eye glasses and red lips and a mole, and the Hollywood sign was still reflected in the glasses, but it just felt like it was Ella's grandmother on the cover instead of Ella.
Yeah.
So my publisher was very lovely, and I sent them images, and I was like, no, she has to be like the girl like you want to be and be friends with and see her on the street and ask who she is. So we got this really awesome girl with aviators with a Hollywood street sign reflected and these awesome like millennial pink lips. And she looks really fun. And the rest of the cover is pink. And yeah, it is. It's a great cover. I always say my Real Housewives tagline would be, never judge a book by its cover unless it's mine.
So good. Abby Stern, according to a source, a novel. Pick it up, if not just to wear it as an accessory. This pink, and we're on Facebook Live, so I'm showing it to our audience. This pink is so fabulous. Rave reviews. You're going to want to be best friends with Ella Warren, who takes you on such a fun adventure. And if you've never been to places like the Chateau Marmont, then you are definitely basically going to have a date and to have dinner there if you pick up the book because you really feel like you are in the mix. It's so cool. And by the way, Abby, you took me back to a time before I had kids is basically what I got to do. I got to be like, oh yeah, I remember when I was fabulous. I remember this. So it was good for me. I got to relive that for a little while in your book. Thank you so much for writing it.
Thank you so much for having me on.
All right. Congratulations on all your success. Now, what's coming up next for you, Abby? What is there something that you can just give us a sneak peek into that's coming up next for you?
Yeah, I'm working on a ton of different stuff. I'm working on an essay book. I'm working on some dramatic stuff, for a book and for a television show idea that I'm developing, and I have some other television show pilots I've written that I'm hoping to sell and hopefully turn this into a show.
Abby's killing it.
All of that, yeah.
Abby, you're on fire. Oh, my gosh. All right, well, I can't wait to see what's next. I love the vibe of what you write. Congratulations, and I just make sure you stay in touch. I want you to come back on the show and tell us when the next thing's going on.
I would love to.
Okay. Thanks, Abby. Abby Stern, you guys, according to a source, a novel. Take care, Abby. Thanks for dropping by.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye. The Mom Show, always highlighting women doing amazing things. This book is fantastic. And listen, did you hear her just talking about, like, I'm working on this book, I'm working on this pitch, I'm working on this show. And she was a journalist for magazine outlets and not on staff. She was freelance writing. So you take what you have and what you've done and parlay it into your passion. Just go for it. Make it as big as you can dream and then see what happens. And don't give up and don't take no for an answer. That is how we got to according to a source. How cool is that? And now she's just on fuego, right? How cool. So this is the book that I'm holding up on Facebook Live. We are giving it away. I feel like I should ask Abby for another one because I really just want to keep this. I think that would be okay. But I kind of want her to sign it too. Maybe she'll have lunch with me. Maybe she'll have lunch with me at Chateau Marmont. Okay, now I'm going to get a restraining order. So I do love her, though. So we are giving one of these away with November's Mom's Night In, as well as a really great dinner for you from my friends at Fresh Brothers, and some candles from another girlfriend of mine, and some cosmetics so you can do some face mask and beauty stuff. This is our Mom's Night In packages on the blog are just getting bigger and better. Everybody wants to be a part of it, and I'm so glad because moms need to pamper themselves, for goodness sakes. We really need to take some time. Seriously, this year has all been about taking it back. I mean, I've had to cut back in other areas because I want to make sure that I am really 100% happy with the way that I'm parenting my kids and that I'm there for them. That's my priority as a mom. So I've had to work out other things so that I can make more time for that, because I really need more space for me. And in order to do that, something's got to fall by the wayside. So that's okay. We structure our pie, or as my friend Samantha Edis would say, the pie life. You look at your pie graph of life and you see, she's so good. You see where you're lacking and what's taking up more space and what's taking up less space. For us, we need to take up more space in the moms taking care of themselves section. Okay, because we really need it and we deserve it. So pick up Abby's book, Gift It for Christmas. I think it's a fabulous, fabulous gift to give to your girlfriends. And she's an awesome girl. We're going to stay in touch with her. Make sure to follow her on social media. All the links are on hometownstation.com under the Mom Show podcast. So you can click on that, follow Abby and her fun life and her journey as a writer, and also see what's going on with the book. I was hoping that we could get like a meet and greet with her or a book signing, but she is like just so busy, and she did that all summer long. So I will let you know if something does come up, so you can meet the fabulous Abby Stern. Next up, it's Cathy Copcutt, who is the Bel Air Mommy. She always comes on the show with such fabulous energy, and we're talking about kids' movies. She'll be reviewing Coco coming up next week for me, which I can't wait for. But today, she saw the movie Thor. And Cody, our producer, Cody, how do you say Thor Rigadoon? Thor Rigatoni? Thor...
Be Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, thank you. Thor Ragnarok.
Get the G in there. The Ragnarok.
Ah, I see. It's like the Ragnaroff. It's like kind of like the Shagnaroff, the William Shatner. Okay, so Thor the Ragnaroff is the movie that Cathy went and saw. She actually got to sit down with the cast of the film. Cate Blanchett was there to chat with Cathy and talk to her about her role in the film. We'll play the video for you coming up, and we will play the audio coming on the Mom Show in just a moment. It's Kristin Cruz here on your hometown station, KHTS.
Drugs or alcohol abuse can tear a family apart. In Santa Clarita, just like everywhere else, it's an epidemic. The Way Out Recovery is here to help. Call them now at 296-4444 or visit them on the web at thewayoutrecoveryscv.com. The Way Out offers outpatient treatment for adolescents, adults, and family members. The Way Out is compassionate, caring, professional, and confidential. You and your family don't have to suffer any longer. Call the Way Out Recovery now, 296-4444, or visit thewayoutrecoveryscv.com and make an appointment. Asking for help is the first step.
You can now find your hometown station all over social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
What about Pinterest?
Yup.
What about YouTube?
Yep.
Yelp and Flickr?
Of course.
Even Snapchat and Reddit?
Those too. KHTS even has apps for your Apple and Android phones. Plus, you can get email and text alerts on our homepage on the website. We're all over the place.
Excellent. How can I link up to everything?
By going to hometownstation.com/social. It's that easy. hometownstation.com/social.
At Jersey Mike's, we think there's a whole lot of wow to be found between 2 layers of fresh baked bread. Like, wow, this sub sandwich sure has a little something something special. And wow, Juice does for sub sandwiches what spinach does for a certain well-known sailor man. Because we never just make a sub. Every sub we make is a sub above. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Your Santa Clarita Jersey Mike's, a proud sponsor of Santa Clarita Sports.
Hometown, your hometown station.
I just like the variety of music.
KHTS.
We're back with the Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz. Our favorite mommy movie reviewer for us, Cathy Copcutt, also known as Bel Air Mommy, got to hang out with the cast and crew of Thor Ragnarok. She sat down and talked to Cate Blanchett. Here's how that went.
Kate, your character is absolutely amazing. You are one bad, just phenomenal. Badass. You are one badass, and I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So, you're one badass. You're one oh my goodness. Right. So it leads me to my question. So how was it fighting with Chris?
I didn't do enough of it. I kept wanting to do more. But no, look, it was hugely enjoyable for me. And apart from working with these guys, obviously, the chance to finally, in my deep middle age, to get fit and to wear that much lycra was really exciting for me. But I worked with Chris's trainer, Zoki, for 20 minutes a day, which doesn't sound like much, but my God, it was intense. And Zoe Bell, who is, an extraordinary actress in her own right and a director in her own right. But she was I was blessed every day with the fact that she was my stunt double. Because when I started, I had to manifest these weapons out of my... I'm not spoiling anything by saying that. Have I just lost my chance to be in the sequel? I manifest weapons. I had to throw them, and I could see Tiger's disappointment as I go, ha! And I had to stop making the noises because I go, ha! And I had to close my mouth. And so eventually Zoe suggested that I put some sugar, which is deeply humiliating, sugar packets in my hand so at least I could throw something and be real. And then, so Zoe helped me with little things like that. She was a great action director. So I moved from the humiliating to the exhilarating in a matter of 5 days.
So glad that you're not the only person who looked at like that.
I know. It was the suit that you're wearing that was really bad.
You look disappointed in me a lot.
Well, lucky that I have the Oscar category for Throne.
Now you're really good at it.
Yeah, I am.
Let's get a question from the back, all the way in the back there. The gentleman right there. Yep. There you are. Yep.
My question is for Kate as well, although any of the actors can comment on it should they choose. I know you've had a background in theater. And
Kathy, who is this guy talking?
A lot of Shakespeare running through the Thor movies.
Wait, Kathy, who's that guy talking? Who's this guy?
So my question is,
I'm not watching
and if you haven't,
I
do
know,
you
right?
think Hela would qualify as that style of character? Would she be like that?
Well, yes, that's quite a good comparison. I didn't think about Shakespeare very much on this one. No, but it was great to, I think, just on a prosaic level, that the language had shifted, enormously in this. It was just texturally, it was a huge departure, and as Jeff was referring to, how much improvisation there was, and I'm really upset that the line "Dumbos" didn't end up. There was one moment Tiger would just keep throwing lines, and there was one day when we were set, and I said, "I'm the goddess of death," and what are you, the god of again? And Krista said, "I'm the god of," and Tiger said, "Dumbos." That could make the cut in the movie.
It'll be on the DVD.
Yeah. So the language was quite different, but personally, I went back to.
Kate Blanchett talking with Cathy Copcutt. We've got it up on we'll have it up on the hometownstation.com podcast so you can see the rest of it there. Cathy, how are you?
Hi, my love. How are you?
Oh, my gosh. That was so much fun. I was just talking about how when I've been on the radio, you're with a client like Disney, or I basically worked for Disney being on Coast, and you just kind of roll with the conversation. You're trying to talk to Kate Blanchett. You're all, hey, you're such a badass. And then you realize, you're like, can I say BA? Like, can I say, I think it's Disney, and I'm on the radio.
I froze. I'm like, I'm at Disney. Am I allowed to say the word out? And you should have seen me. The heat was just rising in my face, and I froze. And then they're like, you're saying she's a bad actress? And I was like, no, that's not what I meant. And thank God Kay came to my rescue. I thought, oh, my Lord. It was a cringeful moment. It was definitely one of those moments. I wanted to die. I wanted someone just to open up something so I could just jump into it and say, I retract my question. Thank you.
Oh, my gosh. No, you recovered beautifully. I think that everybody thought it was really funny. And it sounded like she really appreciated it. And she appreciated the honesty. Gosh, you and I both know, and you guys, you got to understand how many interviews these celebrities have to go through that are same thing over and over and over and over again when they're doing press junkets. So, I mean, yeah. So, that was probably refreshing, Cathy. They're like,
it was refreshing that I stuck my foot in my mouth. Yes. Absolutely.
So cool. belairemommie on the phone with us. It's Cathy Copcutt. So, Cathy, you saw Thor. Now, normally we talk about kids' movies. I'm already just assuming this isn't like a kiddie movie. This might be for how old and up, would you say, first of all?
8.
8 and up. Okay.
8 and up. And up. It's a great movie. You're right. We do normally talk about kids' movies, but this is a great, great movie. It talks about family. brotherly relationship. It's a little bit more in depth. It's much more than, you know, you read the comic books and whatnot. But it was beautiful. It was well done. It was well written, and the cast was phenomenal. I couldn't imagine anyone else playing who they were.
Wow.
And if anybody likes Hulk, I'm going to spoil it here for you a little bit. Hulk is going to be around. Hulk is around, and he's given more scenes, and he's phenomenal.
Cody's very excited about that. I kept mangling the name. I'm like, Thor Rigadoon, Thor, I don't know.
Thor Ragnarok.
What does that mean? What is that? Should I know?
Ragnarok.
Okay.
It's their city, their town. I don't know how you would say it. It's where they live, and you know, it's their yeah.
Okay, so that's where this movie takes place. It takes you back to Ragnarok.
Correct.
Got it. And then what happens? Why do we go there? What?
Well, we go there because Lodi, Thor's brother, has kind of, I hate to say the word banished, but Anthony Hopkins, you know, is the dad, and Lodi wants to take over, not take over, but he wants to be in charge. So he sends his dad to Earth in an old age home, you know, and that's what broke my heart, because I thought, you know, that's what some people do, you know, when they no longer want their parents around, they send them away. And this is my point, and this is more of family. It touches base on family, that, you know, keep them close, because you never know how much longer they have. Mm-hmm. We tend to forget that as we're growing older, they are growing older also. So, you know, keep them around. And so that's where it all starts. Lodi sends away his dad, and then Thor comes, and he's like, where's Dad? What the hell's happening?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and then they come to Earth. And I don't want to spoil the movie. It comes out this weekend, but they come to Earth, and they were coming across things. And, you know, but then they go back. They go back to where they're from. And it touches upon brothers, relationships, family, and just really appreciate one another. I mean, yes, we all have our differences, but, you know, we're family.
But there's
Just love one another.
There's a lot of butt kicking in it too, right?
There is. Oh my goodness! Please, I don't want to put that aside. Kate Blanchett, I can say asshole. I'm saying it now. She is one hell of. Her name is Hella, so she is one hell of a fat ass woman. She's amazing. I wanted to be her for Halloween. She's remarkable. She's absolutely remarkable.
Oh, that would have been awesome, Kathy. You should have rocked that. You could have your hair and everything. She's got this long blonde hair.
She's got this, in the movie, she's got this beautiful, long, black hair, just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, and then when she gets pissed off, you know, she brings out her crown of thorns. I mean, she's just, oh, my God. She did such an amazing job. Wow. She's such a badass, mean person. And for a good reason. I mean, they banished her away. The brothers didn't even know they had a sister. I mean, it was... I can relate to her anger, because, you know, sometimes you just get angry, and she was passionate about her anger, and she was very destructive and wanted, you know, to you know, break everything apart. I mean, I get it, but she was amazing. It's a great action-packed movie. Yeah, you're sitting at the edge of your seat the whole time, and you're thinking, okay, how is this going to end?
And don't tell us. Don't tell us. Okay.
I won't tell you.
We have the video, and we're putting up the video. Is it up yet, Cody? Where did we put the video up? I think it played on the Facebook Live, so you can see it. Go back and watch the Facebook Live.
Yes, please
on
laugh
KHTS
at me,
Radio. It's so good. It's really, really good. But you got to sit there with the whole. I mean, was everybody there? Who was on that stage with you? Who was there?
The entire cast.
You got to be kidding me, dude.
It was so cool.
What?
The entire cast, and I got to tell you, they are so in sync with one another. When one would finish a sentence, the other one will pick it up, or they'd read each other. I mean, they were so wonderful. I mean, you could tell they had formed a tight-knit relationship, and they were so close to one another.
Well,
and the respect, each person, was remarkable.
Really? Well, these movies, though, don't the actors come and sign on for many years in a row when it comes to these Marvel films and these superhero movies? Seems like they tie him up for 3 or 4 movies ahead. Like Downey was signed up for 3 movies ahead. They kind of do that, don't they?
You know, I don't know. They were so cute. As they were talking, every time they would say something, they're like, you know, we really want to come back to the next one. So I don't know if they signed them up. I don't know if Marvel signed all of them up for each. Each. I don't know how that works. I really don't. But every time somebody would say something that we hope it's okay, we'd say this. I mean, they were just so cute about it. I don't know if they were joking or I don't know, but it was just they were just so sweet about it. And the directors were so great. And the directors were like, "Yep, they're coming back." You know, it was, it was good. It was nice.
That is so much fun. And then, can you fill us in on behind the scenes? What was that day like when you went there? Did they do any little little soiree, or sometimes they serve a champagne? That's really nice.
No, this one was really nice. This one was held at the Montage, and what they did was they had a photo booth there where we stand behind a green screen, and there's a scene in the movie, which I can say this because it's on my Instagram page. There's a scene in the movie where Thor is thrown into this almost like a rink, and he's gonna fight. And I don't want to give away who he's gonna fight with, but he's gonna fight. And when the doors open up, it's somebody that he knows, and he says, "That's my friend." Where what they did was, for the green screen, they would put us in that scene.
Oh.
So in mine, it was mine. So when the doors open up, Chris goes, "I know, that's my friend. I know," you know. And so it's just really cute. So they did the photo booth for us, and then it was really nice. And then they opened up the door. They had us all go have a seat, and then they brought on the talent.
Oh, that's so cool. Did they do anything afterwards? I'm always wondering.
No, not for at least not that I was privy to. So no.
Yeah, well, you would have been at the stuff. She gets invited to all the last thing we were at. She was going up to some fancy hotel suite to do when we did the LOL surprise thing together.
Oh, that was a cute one.
That was really cute.
Yeah,
that was a fun red carpet.
That was a fun one.
There's always good stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. It's absolutely fun. It was just, it's nice seeing the cast, and it's always nice getting the backstory, because you see the finished product, but it's always nice seeing how they all get along, because it just makes it that much more better.
Did they give you any gems that real diehard fans would want to know about? Did anybody slip out any secrets or anything? They kind of can't do that, though, huh? They'll get in trouble.
No, they can't do that. But, Mark Ruffalo, here's the funny thing. During the premiere, Mark, I guess he went on Instagram Live, and he was Instagramming to say, "Hey, I'm here at the premiere." But then he forgot to turn off the phone. So when the movie started, Instagram Live was still going on. And if people can Google it, it's on.
No.
It's on the net. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Do you think he'll get into? I mean, I'm sure he won't get in trouble. Are you kidding? It's Mark Ruffalo. But
was he going to say he's Hulk? So what's he going to do? But no, it's hilarious. It's like 8 minutes of live streaming, and people are like, "Someone let him know that it's on." I mean, the comments are to die for when you go read the comments.
That is so great. And he's like the least Hollywood guy ever. Like, he doesn't even live here. He lives in like upstate New York or something, way far away from Hollywood. The guy's like on a cabin and ranch, and he's off the grid. He's not the kind of guy that would. He probably just, honest to goodness, didn't know how to use his phone. He didn't know how to Instagram Live or whatever. Because he just seems like that guy. He's so not.
It's hilarious because the screen goes dark, and you could tell he took his phone and he put it in his pocket.
Oh
so you know that he just forgot to turn it off. That's all. That's all it was.
Did you find it, Cody? Did you Google it already? I feel like Cody's already Googling it.
Did he Google it?
That's
freaking hilarious. The comments is what gets me. It cracks me. Like, one lady said, "Somebody go tap his shoulder, let him know it's on." I mean, just some of them were so.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, people were trying to figure out how to let him know. Hey, you've got the movie. The movie's playing, and it's live streaming.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at it right now. It's got like 1 billion hearts. You know how you can hit a heart while they're live. Oh my gosh, that is.
Isn't it cute?
That is adorable, actually.
And you could tell it's a mistake. You could totally tell
it's a mistake. Yeah, totally. I love social media. This is one of the reasons why I love it so much. You feel like you're like, dude, turn off your phone. Come on. That's great. All right, we'll have to put a link on that in the podcast as well, or up on our Facebook page right now. Cathy, thank you so much for weighing in on the film. So it sounds like you definitely recommend, and Cathy was saying 8 and up, probably for the complexity of the stories, the relationships, and maybe a little bit of violence, I'm assuming?
A little bit of violence, yes.
Okay.
Yes. It might be a little horrific, but yeah. not for a child, not for an adult. As an adult, we look at it, we're like, okay, fine.
Okay.
But for a little kid, it might,
There you
open
go.
up a discussion.
Yep,
Yes.
yep. And we both have boys, so we
Yes.
want to think about what we're putting into their little brains. So we have to deal with
Exactly.
what happens after that. So yeah.
Yes.
Next week, I hear you are coming back on the Mom Show again to talk about another film we have upcoming. Give us a little tidbit.
There's actually 2 different movies that are coming out in the next 2 Thursdays. One, we've got Frozen. We've got Olaf's Christmas Adventure. And then, that'll be nice. That'll be really, really nice. And we have Fernandette. Oh, I'm so sorry. We've got Fernandette, and I've got The Star. The Star is by Sony, and it's our Christmas movie. So that we'll be talking about that also.
Okay, good. Okay, so all the kids movies are coming up.
All the
so
kids movies, yes.
It's the Christmas. This is
Christmas
what happens.
holiday season, yeah.
Mhm,
Olaf's
okay.
Frozen Adventure. Yeah,
All right. Did you
it'll
get
be
your
nice.
Did you get your Starbucks Christmas cup yet? Did you see the new Starbucks Christmas cups?
I have not. Is it out?
Yeah,
I'm like, I have
it's
not.
out.
I'm going there now.
Yeah, my husband he texts me as soon as he gets one every year because he's always up earlier than me, like always, and so he gets his coffee first. And he texted me a picture of it, and it's this year they're white without any of the color. It's always sort of exciting to see what color they're going with. It's
Yes.
white, and they did one of those. You know those books that are very popular now where they're just line drawings and you're supposed to get a set of colored pencils and fill them in. And it's supposed to be like therapeutic. My mom loves those books. She thinks it like feels nice or whatever. I don't know. And it's kind of going back to our childhood, I guess, with we color with crayons and the lines. That's what Starbucks has on their new Christmas cups.
I gotta go. Listen,
For right
the
now.
one Starbucks cup I
Yeah.
want, and I know it sounds crazy, is the one with Mickey Mouse on it.
There's one
And
with
you
Mickey
can
Mouse
only-
on it?
There's one, and you can only get it at Disney, and I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow, and if I find it, I'm getting you one. There's one with Mickey Mouse on it.
Get me one. Post it on your Instagram. Follow Cathy at belairemommie.
I will absolutely get it for you, and that's the one I'm dying to get my hands on.
You're so much cooler than me. I just keep having all your adventures, and I'm just going to live vicariously through you. Cathy
I love you.
Copcutt,
I'll see you at the
love you
baby
too.
show this weekend.
Yes, we'll see you at LA Baby Show. That's who's actually holding now. It's Mia Weber who is holding on the line. We're going to take her next, calling in
Goodbye.
from New York. Cathy Copcutt, big kiss
See you
to you.
later,
Thank
love.
you so much, love.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, honey.
Make sure you guys go to belairemommie.com. Belairemommie.com is she found it. She blogs there. It's a lot of it is also about parenting. So you should definitely check out her co-parenting expertise is absolutely fabulous. She's often asked to talk about that, and the cutest pictures of her and her baby on there. So check it out at belairemommie.com. That's Cathy Copcutt. Great review of Thor. Okay, so now I'm kind of excited to see it, and I had totally blown it off. But you guys know I'm wearing my Captain America headphones today. Is he a friend of Thor's? I don't really know how that works, but they're sort of, oh, Cody says like kinda, sorta. Yeah, it was one of those mom moments where I left the house today to come in and do the show, and I went, I left my headphones, and I have some pretty sweet headphones. I pride myself on having some dope headphones, I must say. And because it's one of the only things that you can, have in radio. That's kind of a big deal. It's like your headphones. And I'm old school, so I like the big cans. I like to wear them on my head. And I'm not like an earbud person. I'm just, because I'm old, whatever. I love it. And so I have these sweet headphones, but of course I forgot mine. So what was in the car but my 5-year-old son's superhero headphones. So I'm rocking them today, and I thought, well, we have Cathy Copcutt coming on talking about Thor. I might as well go ahead and wear my Captain America headphones. So if you're on Facebook Live, that's what you're seeing right now. Pretty rocking, right? Yeah. Hey, it's Mom Life. Hashtag Mom Life. It is the Mom Show. So I believe we have Mia, and I don't know if we're breaking or if we're coming back. So we were going to just take a couple of moments, but I want you to stand by. The LA Baby Show is a huge event happening this weekend in downtown LA at the Magic Box. She's got the inside scoop, the details of which celebrities are going to be there to hang out with you. Literally, you're just walking around with a bunch of moms. It's so much fun. Families and these celebrity moms, experts, authors, and doctors right there within reach, which I think is one of the things that makes it so special. Plus, products galore. And if you're a blogger, make sure you reach out to me directly. There's a VIP bloggers lounge, and I would love to make sure that you get in there and get to experience that too. It's all coming up on the Mom Show, your hometown station, KHTS.
Don and Gino here. So we know you want to have fun learning about real estate and finance. You're going to want to tune in this Saturday, 9 a.m. to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here on your hometown station, AM 1220, where we have some hot topics, as always, guiding you to personal financial wellness. And that's right, you don't want to miss it. So again, this Saturday, 9 a.m., and then we replay it online Sunday, 9 a.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m., right here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Join us.
The Las Vegas shooting created awareness for all of us. Awareness to upgrade security at concerts. Awareness for clearly marked exit signs. Awareness on how to evacuate safely. And awareness to have tighter hotel security. The law offices of Owen Patterson Owen are working diligently with Las Vegas victims to prevent future tragedies from occurring, as well as protecting the rights of Las Vegas victims to receive financial assistance for their ordeal. If you know someone impacted by the shooting, visit opolaw.com. That's opolaw.com.
It isn't often when we see a company launch in Santa Clarita and become an international sensation. In 2010, Jen Gerard founded Whitening Lightning in her Valencia kitchen. Now it's a booming international sensation. Leading actresses and international models have switched to Whitening Lightning to avoid the mess, hassle, and sensitivity of other products. Whitening Lightning's simple Dial a Smile kit will dramatically turn your teeth whiter in just 20 minutes. Rediscover how white your teeth can look. Visit whiteninglightning.com. whiteninglightning.com.
KHTS, your hometown station.
It's the Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz. On the line with us today, we've got a caller coming from New York to LA because she's bringing the LA Baby Show with her. It's Mia Weber, on the line, executive editor for Family Media and the Baby Show series, the parent company of the LA Baby Show and LA Baby Magazine. Hey, Mia, how are you?
I'm good, Kristin. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this weekend. Every single time I talk to one of my friends in my mommy blogger, mommy influencer circle, any of my journalist or TV mom friends, they're always like, "We're going to see you this weekend. You're going to be at the LA Baby Show." Of course.
Oh, good.
You're kidding? Yes.
That's what I like to hear.
Absolutely. We're all planning on being there. So, Mia, you guys have grown so much over the last year even. I have just seen so many new shows popping up. You're all over the nation now. You're everywhere.
Yeah, we are. We're nation. So our original event is the New York Baby Show, which we've been doing for 7 years. And this past August, we launched our first Chicago Baby Show. And now we're so excited to be coming back to LA for the second year now. This coming weekend for the LA Baby Show. So it's been a really, really exciting year.
It's so fabulous. I've had the pleasure of working with Jonathan and Mari on this, and it's just been so much fun. It's so well organized. You guys, if you've been to other events, this one just clips. I mean, because we go to them all, and I do because I cover them and I blog about them. But this is just so well organized. It's so well run. It's so easy. The parking, the access, the people that you get there are fabulous. The VIP bloggers lounge is off the hook. It is so
it's pretty
swanky.
awesome.
It's awesome. They have a fun little red carpet, and I mean, it is just all around a really excellent show. It must be because you guys have been doing them for so long that you really have it down.
Yeah. We've learned a lot over the years, and we're always striving to make it better. I mean, the shows grow every time we do them. I mean, it's only our second year in LA, but it's bigger than it was last year, and it's really fun. I mean, the baby and pregnancy industry has so many great people who really care about their jobs and really care about, the consumers, the clients. So it's a lot of positive energy for sure.
One of the best things that I find about the LA Baby Show is you're actually meeting face to face with the people who represent the products that you're going to buy for your baby. And I personally think that it's good for your brain as a mom and good for the earth because it literally cuts down on junk you didn't need that you're going to end up throwing away. Really, you are saving dollars and your peace of mind because you get to walk up to whatever, new baby cup, new baby sippy, new baby wrap wearing carrier thing, and they'll show you exactly how to use it, if it's good for you, if it's not right for you, if it's the right fit for your family, and you can decide whether this is something you want to buy or not. I mean, where else do you get to do that? You can't go to Toys R Us or Babies R Us and open a package and try stuff on and say, no, this isn't for me. So that is really what this is about.
I do think that's one of the most special aspects of the show is getting that face-to-face time, like having the ability to demo, like see products be demonstrated, to test them out yourself. We have a stroller test track, so you can literally test drive strollers like the way you would a car. It simulates, like pavement, cobblestones,
No
like little
way.
gate. Yeah, and because it's every family's lifestyle is different, every family's budget is different. And I do think with like the rise of people wanting to buy online for convenience, I mean that's great, but it doesn't really let you see firsthand how stuff's going to fit into your life. It doesn't really let you see what products you might not need. You can save that money if you can see things up close in person.
Yeah, and by the way, speaking of fitting into everybody having a different budget, coming over to the LA Baby Show, you get so much bang for your buck. It is an absolute steal. I run us down on I've got the where, when, how, and how much, but I've got so many things written down here. I think, well, Mia can throw this out for me.
Sure. It's this weekend, Saturday. It's on both Saturday and Sunday, so the 4th and the 5th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. both days. And you can, the tickets, you can buy an individual ticket if you're just one person, or what is a really great deal, I think, is a family ticket. So $30 is good for 2 adults and up to 3 children, or a single adult ticket is $20. So,
and that's entertainment, too. The kids are going to come in
Totally.
and have a lot of fun. So,
Yeah.
think about how much it costs to take the family to whatever, a movie this weekend or to a theme park or whatever. I mean, this really is an easy way to go.
It's a kid-friendly and family-friendly event. We're really proud of that. We really emphasize that. There's trial classes and children's entertainment going on throughout the venue all day. They can get face painting and fun interaction. Like there's fun little play areas. There's sponsored by DK Publishing, a reading rest stop that's just like a little corner full of just like kids books, toddler books. And there's also parent lounges, moms lounges, dads lounges, where you can, if you need a break because you've been walking around all day with your family, you can just settle down, comfortable chairs, spots for nursing mothers to feed or pump that's private and comfortable. We try to make it really easy for whatever your situation is, whether you're pregnant, whether you have a baby, whether you maybe have a slightly older child and a baby, or whatever your family makeup is at the time.
Right. It's really something for everybody. It's so easy. Downtown LA. And by the way, if you haven't been to downtown LA lately, it is so cool now. I mean, I grew up here. It's a hot ticket. I've seen what downtown LA has gone through, and it is just it's a lot of fun. So you can come by this weekend, check it out, go online, lababyshow.com has your tickets, and that's how you can get hooked up. You never know who you're going to see. Last time we were there, one of the lead actresses from Amazon's Just Add Magic was there with Cookies for Kids with Cancer, and I was just floored at how sweet she was. There's celebrities popping up all over the place. You guys, if you haven't met, and I've met him a few times now, Jamie Grayson, the baby guy, is so fun. He is so cool. That means dad's allowed, by the way. Dads,
totally.
You are so welcome to come. There is so much dad info there. Our LA Dads group's probably going to be there, too, I bet.
Oh, yeah, they'll be there.
They'll be there. They're a hoot.
We love them.
Yeah, Dr. Harvey Karp, who's one of my favorites. We've been on many a panels together that I've moderated.
Yeah.
He has got so much great information for the new moms. Seriously, you're getting, I think, invaluable FaceTime with people like Dr. Harvey Karp to hear what they have to say about how to take best care of your baby. And he actually has his own product line now. A few things, the SNOO that you've got to check out. So they're really wonderful products. So these are the people that you actually get to be, I feel like it's like money can't buy kind of experience.
So many experts. Pretty much every product or brand and service there, like they have experts on hand. And then, of course, Jamie and Harvey, who are our featured speakers. So Jamie knows like literally everything about shopping for baby gear. And Harvey is such a wealth of knowledge about many things, but especially sleep, which is so important because the baby's not sleeping, you're not sleeping. So
Telling ya.
it's always a hot topic.
Try to get that right early on, pregnant mamas.
Yeah.
That is one of the things you want to tackle and win, because if it gets a hold of you later, it is so hard to turn that ship around.
I know
The
it.
Titanic, man. Dr. Harvey Karp is fabulous. So he'll be there. The baby guy, over 125 exhibitors with booths and lots of, they always have like goodies and swag and stuff you get to take and samples. I mean, it's like your stroller will be full. Your toddler will be walking by your side because her stroller will be full with stuff, swag and things like that.
I know, there's so much to do and see. I know you've mentioned, celeb parents. I wanted to make sure I let people know. Christy Carlson Romano is coming on Saturday. She'll be cutting the ribbon for us, and she's a brand ambassador for Lamaze Toys, and they'll have a booth, and she'll be hanging out at the Lamaze Toys booth on Saturday the 4th. So I know I'm a fan. I grew up loving Even Stevens, and she's
Kim
with Kim
Possible.
Possible.
Oh my gosh.
And she's just a sweet, awesome local mom, so we're so excited to have her there.
That's so good. And the Good Foundation, of course, is going to be there as well. You know what, Mia? Thank you so much for dropping by on the Mom Show, filling us in, giving us the inside scoop. I can't wait to see you. I'll be there Saturday morning.
I know.
I'll see
I
you
can't
in the
wait.
Bloggers Lounge. And if you are a blogger or influencer, reach out to me. I'd love to hook you up and get you back there into the Bloggers Lounge to hang out a little bit. It's a really fun time. Mia Weber, you guys rock. The LA Baby Show and LA Baby Magazine, my favorite things. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Kristen.
Take care, Mia.
Thanks for
See you
having
later.
me. You too.
Judge
Bye.
to work with Republicans if they choose on a